What's up, Bomb Squad? This DC Kool-Aid coming back with another review of Married at First Sight.
I'm over here.
Lisa's over here. I need to get my headphones, make sure I ain't screaming. But we just finished watching it. Oh my gosh. If only y'all knew what we saw, boy. Let me move this back because now that I want to get in the way of the Jeep back there. Why is it doing that now? I wasn't doing it before. There we go. It's okay. It's gonna be a little bit okay. Let's see. Man, they something else on here. I don't even know how to explain it. All right, I'm just trying to fix this. Why am my green screen backing up? I ordered some more lights, so once my lights get in, what's up, Michelle? What's up? I'm gonna put this. Hold on. I need to put the link up in here. Link. Put the link up in here. And then I need to go get some capture. This shit right here was funny. I think I'm going to use this one.
Come on, Kylie.
Hold on, y'all.
You blowing me, kid.
I'm going to share this picture right here.
You blowing me, kid. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, man.
Anyway, we just going to wait till some people get in here. We're going to talk about Married at First Sight. Yeah, I don't understand. It couldn't be me though. Hold on. There was another picture I want to share. It should be coming up. Where is it? Right here at the dinner table. Why don't make it big?
Kylie, you come on. You just choosing not to. Come on.
All right, here we go. Is that the good picture? I wonder why their pictures don't be so big. That's the only thing. Okay, Michelle. All right. What's up, Rico?
Suave.
Lisa said Rico Suave. Anyway, so let's talk about this because it's not a long this is not gonna be a long session. We just finished watching Married at First Sight season 12, episode 6. Episode 6 had me wondering why Paige is still sitting in that, putting herself in a situation she don't have to be putting herself in, you know.
Questioning my intelligence.
Huh?
Questioning my intelligence.
Yeah, there you go. Questioning our intelligence on how she just, you know, she's involved in this whole thing because she's is not to say godly, but a godly
well, that's
woman.
how she's. No, you're right. That's how she's trying to portray herself. Is that they are so deep in church, and that she just went on the show to found her the man that God had for her.
Right.
Now, I don't propose to know what God thinks. I don't sit up here going that I know what anybody thinks. But I'm gonna go out on a very sturdy limb and say this is not exactly what God had for you. But see, then that comes back to what I was saying before. We keep calling, they keep calling this show Married at First Sight. They're legally married. A wedding doesn't make a marriage. They're legally wed and they had a marriage and they had a wedding. They don't have no marriage. Mm-mm. Marriage is day to day. Marriage is what kind of cereal do you like? Marriage is how you squeeze the toothpaste. Marriage is do you pick your drawers up or throw them on the floor? Marriage is who gonna pay the light bill? Well, who gonna pay the cable bill? Marriage is do you want cable? Marriage is do you want kids? Do you like dogs? Are you a cat person? Hell, do you want a snake? That's what a marriage is. This is 10 people who had a wedding. They had had a wedding and they're wed, but they're not married. They are playing out somebody else's life online. They are on TV. They are allowing the experts to run them through a mill of not unrealistic situations. You don't deal with that shit in a marriage. Had they dated Paige and Chris, Chris would have been able to have the option to go back to the person that he knocked up 6 weeks before he wed his wife. This is a wedding. This is wed at first sight. They had a wedding, and half of them ain't gonna have no marriage. But that being said, I ain't mad at Chris for cussing them folks out.
Yeah, because what it was like in this picture right here, they went on these ATV things, and these two women right here.
You stupid.
I mean, I had to move out the way.
Right here.
They were questioning him.
Well, what the blonde wasn't so bad. The blonde was just
she was okay, but the other one
was trying to get the little girl to stop.
Virginia, was it the Virginia?
I don't know. Hold on, let me see. I don't
Virginia's the one that was calling them out. What's up, Veronica? Hold on, I'm trying to pull up this stuff real quick. Yeah, she was the one that was creating the problems and asking them stuff. Like at a certain point, first of all, you just got married. Stay out of other people's marriages.
Yeah, Clara was there, and
Virginia, right?
Virginia,
yeah, Virginia.
Clara wasn't saying too much. You know, she was like, "We just trying to be there." When he said, "I don't appreciate the fake concern," he wasn't talking to Clara.
No,
he was talking to Virginia.
Yeah,
because the night before, Virginia and what's the name? Virginia and Eric had said something. "We're here for you, man." You know that normal bullshit that you lie about,
right?
Say, "We're here for you if you ever need anything." But you know, if you call the phone, they don't answer. That kind of shit. So that's what they said the night before, and that's why he said, "I'm not here for your fake concern."
Right, because see, they already Virginia and Eric, they drinkers. They like alcoholics.
No, actually,
it's Virginia.
Virginia making old ass Eric drink, and Eric don't know how to drink, and that's why he was sitting up there. I was trying to figure out when they were having dinner. Everybody else was chilling, and he looked like he was high.
Especially when they went to the boys' night out. When the boys went out.
When they were sitting there gambling.
Right.
Everybody else was chilling. He was to the point to where if he couldn't have driven himself home, he couldn't have figured out how to get in his car to drive himself home. While he's sitting there trying to talk, and I'm trying to figure out, did I miss something? I'm like,
yeah, because Eric was already drinking, and what happened?
Before, that's right.
He was already drinking, so when he went out with the boys, he was just nitpicking. He was picking.
He
was picking while they supposed to be when they was at the casino, you know, shooting.
Yeah, when somebody tell you, "Leave me alone, I don't want to talk about this with you."
Right. I'm trying to.
And I understand again on with this particular situation, as far as your business and shit like that, I am 100% with Chris. If I tell you to leave me the fuck alone, even if we are really friends, I need you to leave me alone.
Right.
But that's another problem with Married at First Sight. You got 10 people going through a very similar, very emotional experience. So you not only make people think that they are married at first sight, you got people thinking they are friends at first sight. But the stuff that Chris and Paige are going through is stuff you talk about with your homegirl. It's stuff you talk about with that one that's gonna help you bury the body, not with 4 bitches you just met.
And that's what it is. They there they go. I had to pop up everybody's name correctly. Yeah, they what happened was they were just talking like they known each other forever. And then the women was actually how you call it? The women was there for Paige.
The women are being sympathetic.
Yeah, like, for her. But the same token, the guy, well, it's only Eric that's coming out of character because he's drinking with his new wife. And by him drinking, he don't know how to approach a person in a manner not to cause an argument. You know what I'm saying?
Now, he wasn't, okay, but here's the problem. We can blame the drinking on the casino. He wasn't drunk when he approached Eric, when he approached Chris at the ATVs. He wasn't drunk then.
Right.
And when he also wasn't drunk when he came into the dinner.
But hold up. The funniest part, though, the funny part was when Jacob was sitting at the end of the table when they got to arguing and everybody walked away. And Jacob was still sitting there at the end of the table like this, like, okay.
Clara trying to finish her wine. It's like, I ain't got nothing to do with this shit right here. But I mean, Ryan, Eric, and Virginia are boring. He is too old for her in so many ways, other than just age.
Hold up, you talking about Haley and Jacob?
No, Haley and Jacob.
Jacob loves Haley, but Haley don't.
I don't even think Jacob loves Haley. I think that Jacob wants to try because he's 38 and Haley is 28.
Right.
Jacob has been married before and he wants to be married again. Mm-hmm. I don't even think he particularly likes her. It's just that he is more open to this chunk together, thrown piecemeal marriage idea. She's trying to figure it out. She didn't like him. You remember when we first started talking, I kept talking about the drunk. You kept talking about the little girl. I'm talking about no. I'm talking about the white girl with her dad. She had to drink before she walked down the aisle. Yeah. And then she has not been happy, smiley, giggly either. Mm. She don't hate him. She's not clicking. She told him something's not clicking between me and you. Right. And he don't understand that. He's like, well, you went out with your friends. That ain't got nothing to do with that click. Me and you clicked over the phone.
Right.
We clicked when you heard my voice. That's what you said. You heard my voice and you wanted to hear more. Mm. That's a click. When we first physically met.
But she said
we clicked.
Did he say or she said?
She said it. When we first went out, we kept clicking. It was one click after another click after another click. She's not feeling that, and she told him that.
Well, they only been married like a couple days. And
it doesn't matter. When you want somebody, you want them the first time you meet them.
All right, so let's go to Claire and Ryan. Claire and Ryan.
Ryan, it's something about Ryan. Ryan is setting off my mama tingling senses. He's setting off my spidey senses. Something about Ryan.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
He more like he telling her basically, you know.
We'll be looked up and Haley be came to work with a turtleneck on and long sleeves in the summertime because he choked shit out of her. It's something awful about him.
Yeah.
He said in his whole time, he's had, how you been with somebody for years? Because he said he's had relationships that have lasted for years, but you never told that person you loved them?
Yeah, he said, I never told not one person I love you.
He said, I think love gets thrown around too much. People don't know what love is.
So now Claire is more or less like, this man ain't never told a woman he loved him, so is he gonna tell me? Now she's worried because his ways of saying I love you is not gonna come out. That's what it seemed like. Unless, being though he's married now, he might. You think he might come out and say?
But see, you keep saying he married. He's now married. They're legally wed. Ain't none of them had to go through what it takes to make a successful marriage. And you can't just chunk people together. Do you know what happens when you put people in a small room together? Mm-hmm. After a while, either they kill each other or they love each other. Mm-hmm. Most of the times they kill each other, trying to get out of this room. They got them in this little box, this little married at first sight box, because not everybody does that. And now it's a sink or swim type situation, and most people drown.
Right. Yeah.
Even in the real world, with people who go on dates and you have dinner and fall in love, the divorce rate is 50%, even in the real world.
But I think Ryan was Claire. She loves him like
she loves love. Claire loves love. She don't know him.
But she's
willing to be in love regardless.
Yeah, but Ryan seemed like I still say he like a standoffish like type guy.
He's standoffish, but it looks like maybe he hasn't loved anybody because his definition of love is different. I feel like he gonna control her.
Yeah, like tell her,
I feel like they're gonna get into a situation where they back home and she's gonna have to do this. She can't say this. She can't do that. She can't go here. I feel like it's gonna slowly progress to where he needs to be in control for him to feel anything.
Right.
Because he's doing it on small levels now, telling her she needs to calm down and not talk so much. That's who she is. She's a talker. You roll with it. Hey, as long as you don't talk about our private business, say what the fuck you want.
And she did respect them because they were all talking about who had sex and everything, and and she was like, "Well, he did tell me,
So I'm gonna keep that shit to myself. So
yeah, so she did keep that to herself. She could have said what she wanted to say, but she respected him.
I think they all done had sex.
Because when they asked each other, they always looking like, I ain't telling.
Because even Jacob and old girl done had sex. That night they got drunk.
Yeah.
They had sex.
Yeah.
Chris and Paige had sex on the first night.
So Brianna, let's go to Brianna and Vincent.
She's getting on my nerves.
She's bossy like her friend. They said she was bossy. Her friends told him, she was bossy.
But she's unattractively bossy.
She says things like, "Did you brush your teeth?
Did you get that? Pick that up. Why are you doing that? Put that on your face. Do this.
Did your ring just fall off?" It's like when they went out and did the little skydiving thing. They had fun. He was like, this fun. It's like, being that kid and everything. So they looked like they had a good time doing something different. But if she the type of person, she'll run you away if she keep doing what she doing. Because not one person gonna put up with somebody keep telling you, "Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you get this? Did you get that?" Now, if you say it every now and then, fine. But she was like on episode 6, she was constantly doing it.
And when I first started, I thought she was pretty. I thought all her little features together made her pretty. But the more she talks to him, and the more she does to him, the uglier she gets. Every time she says something. And if I feel like that, and I'm over here and I don't have no skin in the game, what she think Orion is gonna feel?
Right.
And you're gonna knock all that stuff that y'all built on them first two, on that rush of emotions, how beautiful she is and how handsome he is. You gonna mess that up with your mouth. You might wanna, hey.
Right. But what was crazy, man? I thought Chris was gonna beat. I swear I thought Chris was gonna beat Eric's butt. I'm telling you, because when Chris he was being apologetic, telling everybody, he apologized for for what happened. He apologized for what was said. And he was apologizing. And of course, who's late as normal? Virginia and Eric is always late for everything. So meantime, Chris done apologized to everybody. And then they come in.
It's okay.
All right, you can cut it off because we're not working tonight. So he was being so apologetic to everybody for him to sorry about that, y'all. That's my alarm. And Lisa trying to reach it. So she he apologized to everybody, and here come Virginia and Eric walking in late, right?
First of all, let me start off by saying you can never speak to my wife like that again.
Right.
First of all, you look like her dad.
He just walked up in there and he didn't even sit down long enough to hear what what was the conversation was about. He just came out there, Eric did, just came out there on they little drinking, I guess before they got there or whatever, and just started saying things. You're not gonna talk about. You should have, like Lisa said earlier, he should have put that out when they was at the ATV thing. You know what I'm saying? Riding those things.
If you gonna be Billy Badass, be Billy Badass.
When they was outside,
don't need backup. You know why he wasn't Billy Badass? Because the only man over there other than him was Chris. That's why he wasn't Billy Badass.
You're right.
That's why he ain't say nothing to them ATVs, because them girls wouldn't have been able to keep Chris off his ass. So he waited until he was in a situation where he had some other men around him, so he could go on and say what he had to say and pray and hope that Chris is slow as he talks.
I was like, this dude did not start nothing at the dinner table. And trust me, when they was leaving from the ATV thing, and he said, well, they think we gonna ride in this van and kumbaya. Oh, Chris let them have it, boy.
But in that particular situation, I don't like Chris. I don't think he should have been chosen. I don't think he's good for that little girl. I think he is doing it for attention. I think all of that. However, in this particular situation, I have to agree with Chris. I have told you on multiple occasions, stay out of my business. Stay out of my business. We are not friends. I don't like your fake concern. Leave me alone. Stop talking about me and what my wife going through.
Yep, that's what he said. And he told
him that. He told him that through the whole show. So what do you want? So what do the little drunk girl do? We're Virginia. You, Paige. This, and the third. We're Paige's friend. No, you're not. In the real world, Paige wouldn't even know your name.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not her friend. But I know women, we stick up for each other. Women who don't know each other will stick up when they see a woman getting hurt or abused or feeling some kind of way. Because I know I would. If I see some woman getting hurt or abused, I'm going to stop. I'm going to say something. I'm going to stand there with her. I'm going to call the police. Because that's the problem. We don't take up. But women, we will take up with each other. So I can understand why they're doing it. But that little girl is doing it for the show. She don't like Chris. And you can't help Paige without trying to help out her husband.
Mm-hmm. You talking about Virginia don't like Chris?
Yeah, whatever name is.
Virginia don't like Chris.
No, nobody like Chris. But because that's how Chris wanted to be.
Right.
And then you get back, and then I go back to Chris being the asshole that he is. Mm-hmm. When they were talking about the finance, I don't believe in joint bank accounts. First of all, I don't really think that people know what the word believe means.
Yeah, he was like,
I don't you're not gonna believe in a bank account.
And then he was like, we gotta go 50-50. And he was just
on the gifts that she got. No, hold on. On the wedding gifts that she gotta give him half the money.
And then the other crazy part was when he was saying something about he said something about he talked to his ex-fiance, you know, about raising a baby together. How you tell you?
Forget that. See, that's what I was saying. Okay, guys. So here's the timeline. Because I had to stop the show and ask Baby before we got here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wanted to make sure I understood the timeline. Chris found out about the baby on the show.
Yep.
They only been married 4 or 5 days. So in those 4 or 5 days, you found out about the kid. You talked to your ex. You talked to her multiple times, because I'm sure it wasn't one conversation, because you was on the show and they'll stop you. But you don't tell your wife until you have to. And then you tell your wife that you love to keep calling your wife and that God is ordained and that nobody comes before my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Then you tell this person that you say all this about that I still love her. And I don't want another man raising my child. Now, while I agree with Chris's attitude about getting out of my business, which is why I'll never be on no show like that, because I'll be the same way, I do not agree with anything else about Chris. I think he is opportunistic, and I think he's going to hurt this little girl. And I think this little girl is going to sit her ass there and keep talking about what God did, what God said, and I think she's going to allow herself to be hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, because
she prayed over me. I called my mama. My mama told me that my wife should pray over my head, and now I feel better. But she should pray for another husband.
Right.
She should have got on her prayer clothes, kneel down like she was about to pray to. Oh, she should have, and then she should have went and got her some Wiccan friends and burnt some sage around his ass and got some crystals. And she should have been to every religion she could possibly think of and pray up a new husband.
Right. Yeah, because he basically telling her.
Look, did you see it?
No, I didn't. It just sound like it's going this.
Yeah, we're gonna come back with another
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. No, we're gonna put Charles and Brittany haven't watched it.
Spoiler alert.
So we're gonna come back again with some more with them. So anyway, so that was episode 6. We're gonna be back once Brittany and Charles watch it. We're going to continue this conversation about Married at First Sight. And if you're not watching it, please watch it, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I mean, I'm still following, like I said in the last video, I'm still following episode, what is it? Episode 5 with Woody and Amani and yeah, season 11. Season 11 with Woody and Amani and Karen and Miles and Bennett.
Those 2 kids, they weren't bad. Those 2 boys had issues. The little boy with the braids had his own issues about who he was. The other little boy was just younger than his wife, but they weren't bad. They weren't.
This season is crazy.
He just a smooth. I mean, and he don't care, which I guess is admirable because he don't care that he an asshole. He ain't had it, which a lot of people do. He ain't had it.
Right.
But he is a major they should have read his thing. And then the experts, I hear one more time. If I did a drinking game every time somebody said an expert on that show.
All right, let me close this out. This supposed to be short. All right, guys, but we're gonna be back with some more reviews once Charles and Brittany watch it. We will be back live talking about this. We're gonna keep update with the Married at First Sight season 12. This is episode 6. We already did episode 5, but I want to do another review once Charles and Brittany watch it. All right, this is DC Kool-Aid and
Lisa,
and we out. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe though. I'm out.